Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel Tech Talk and Tech Unbox. Today we are taking a look into the upgrade from the UniFi Cloud Key Gen 2 Plus to the UniFi NVR, the dedicated NVR which has 4 drive bays. In this video, we will see the unboxing of the UniFi NVR and how you can migrate from the existing UniFi Protect running on the Cloud Key Gen 2 Plus to the UniFi NVR. So if you are looking to migrate or upgrade from the Cloud Key Gen 2 Plus to the UniFi NVR, this is the video for you. Let's get started. As you can see, this huge box is the UniFi NVR and this small box is the 8 TB HDD from the Ubiquiti. So let me unbox this huge box of the NVR and then I can show you what you get inside the box. Let's unbox it. As soon as you open the box, you will get some accessories. So you get the power cord. This is the power cord. Let me place it here. And then in these sections you will get some quick to stand guide and some tools like screws. All the screws you will get here. 2 rack ears for the UNVR. You can see these rack ears you will get inside the box. Let's remove the UNVR from the box. It's quite heavy. As you can see the box, they have some protections even here. Okay, remove this. This is the UNVR-pro. I mean the UNVR. As you can see at the front, when you close it, it says NVR, and these are the 4 drive space, and it says the numbering: drive 1, drive 2, drive 3, and drive 4. Let's check the back side. On the back side, you will see the power input of the cable, and here you will see the fans, and here are the ports. One port is 1 gig RJ45 and one port is SFP plus port, and this is the power supply, UniFi RPS redundant power supply connections. If you have a UniFi RPS, you can connect with the cable of that. This NVR is quite heavy. I forgot to unbox this hard drive which I bought from the Ubiquiti website also. This is 8 TB hard drive. There is nothing mentioned on the box, only the logo you will see and the UniFi network. So let's unbox this hard drive also and see. So this is the Toshiba hard drive, as you can see here. It's a 8 TB hard drive from the Toshiba. I will power it on the UNVR and place this hard drive on the drive 1, and I will show you the configuration and all these things of the UNVR. This is all you get inside the box of the UNVR, and the hard drive you have to purchase separately. So this is the Toshiba 8 TB hard drive. Is it for the surveillance, and see inside the box you get the rack ears for the UNVR, power cables, and some mounting screws to mount this UNVR on a rack, and a setup guide. How it looks when rack ears is properly installed on the both the end. As you can see, it's very intact tight, so it's not loose, and make sure it's not loose. So now what I will do, I will place the hard drive bay on this slot. So To open the hard drive bay, first I will just remove the stickers, and here you can see you can remove it. So there is given instructions how you can put the hard drive bay into the slots. This is for point 1. Let me show you. It says for 3.5 inch you have to just pull the hard drive like this. The arrow, you have to follow the arrow, you have to press it here, and then you have to place here, and you will hear a sound. And for the 2.5 inch drive, you have to place here at this spot, but you need that screws which is inside the tools given. You can use that screws and you can put. So it's quite easy to install the hard drive. So I have the 8 TB hard drive here. So what I will do, I will just place the hard drive here and put under the hard drive bay. To install the hard drive, you have to make sure to follow this thing. Like there is a instructions written, the hard drive connector. So you have to place the hard drive according to that connector. So this is my hard drive. As you can see here, 8 TB hard drive, the Toshiba, and I have to find the connector. So you can see the connector is here on the back end side. So this is how I have to place it. So the instruction is, first here you will see here the point 1. It says you have to place the hard drive here with matching the connector slot, and you have to place it here. See, this is how you have to place it. As soon as you place it, you have to just press it. So you will see the hearing sound here. So now it is intact now. Even if you want, you can put the screws here on the both end, and this is how you pull it. To pull the hard drive, you have to just push this, you can pull it. This is how you place the hard drive in the hard drive bay. I have already put in the slot the 8 TB hard drive. I will just push this and I will push it to the end, and then I will close this. So as you can see here, this is successfully I have put the 8 TB hard drive in the drive 1. Similarly, you can put on the other drive also. If you have, right now I have just only one drive, 8 TB, so I have install and place the hard drive in the hard drive bay 1. To get started, first you need to mount these cage nuts into the rack, and then you will place the UNVR on that rack. So I will show you now how you can use these cage nuts which is provided inside the accessories box for the UNVR. Putting the cage nuts here, so that should be a, right now this is a UniFi Switch 24 PoE, so I would make some gap, there will be lots of heat generated while I will put them on the close without any gap. So I will take a 2U gap, 1U and 2U, and I will place the cage nuts here. I'm using my bare hand, and you should not try this to push the cage nuts directly into the rack. So you have seen that I have mounted these cage nuts into the rack. Use like 2 here and 2 here. So I just use this tool. This comes in handy to put the cage nuts into the rack. Now I will go ahead and install the rack ears and put the UNVR on this rack. This is how I mounted the UNVR on a rack. So you can see here it is successfully mounted and it looks good. So now what I'll do, I will put the power cable at the back and connect the Ethernet port because I don't have any SFP DAC cable for that or any SFP module. So I will use the Ethernet 1 gig connection cable Ethernet and I will power it on, and then I will show you the configuration steps of it. So I have power on the UNVR Pro. As you can see here, the LED shows steady white and the hard drive LED is also stable white, which means the drive is correct, and we will see the later on the hard drive storage and everything. And let me show you the cable connection. It is connected to the Ethernet port on the back. So on the back you see this is the Ethernet port and it got SFP also, but I don't have an SFP connection, so I've connected to one of my UniFi switch. So let's first check the specifications of the network video recorder UniFi UNVR. So this is a video recorder with a 4 2.5 inch and the 3.5 inch HDD base that can support up to 30 days of storage for 18 4K cameras and 60 full HD cameras. So you have seen that it got a 4 3.5 HDD or SSD support, and it got on the back one 10G SFP plus port and one GB RJ45 port, and it also got data protection with RAID technology. So it used RAID 1 RAID 5 technology. So also it got a DC power backup ready, and here you can check the storage capacity. If you are just using 8 TB storage, so with the single 2K cameras you will get a storage of 5 months 8 days. In my case I have for example I have 8 cameras. So if I will use 8 cameras, so somewhat I will get around 1 month 29 days storage capacity. And here you can check the UNVR support flexible RAID configurations including RAID 1, RAID 5 and RAID 10 for enhanced data. So if I use RAID 1, it will give me 19 days 19 hours. So depending on that I have to configure the RAID protection. Here is the UNVR and this is the technical specifications. You can check out the maximum power consumption is 100 watt and the maximum power budget for drives is 75 watt, and it's got ESD EMP protection also. And you can see the temperature, operating temperatures -5 to 40 degrees Celsius. Even it got some different power method, like you can power the universal AC input, which I've already powered, and it supports max 50 to 60 hertz. And even you can use the USB RPS DC input. This supports the RPS, UniFi RPS power supports. So you have checked the capacity calculator also. Here you can set for the check for the capacity calculator. Right now I have 5 HD cameras, 2K cameras, and I have 8 TB. So I can get the storage for 30 days and I can toggle it that, and depending on that you can just check the storage of that. So I have connected the UNVR on the Cloud Key Gen 2 Plus, on this Cloud Key Gen 2 Plus network. So I will remove the Cloud Key Gen 2 Plus for the Protect, and I will move everything to the UNVR, because as you can see here on the Cloud Key, let me show you the first Cloud Key storage and everything. And I have to go to the settings and I will go to the control plane and I will access the UniFi, and here is the storage. So you can see the Cloud Key has 1 TB inbuilt hard drive. So you can see 907 GB used out of 940. And I can check the if I go to the UniFi Protect settings, I can show you the storage manager. So you can see it got 1 HDD and earliest recording is of 11 days ago and approximate capacity is 6 days. So it consume all of the storage, and you can check here the recording managers and everything. I have like some UniFi cameras and some third party, as you know the UniFi supported UNVR. So at this point I thought I should upgrade. So as you can see here, the storage here showing it's also it's getting quite hot. As you can see here, temperature shows 65.8 degrees Celsius, so which is quite hot. So as also you can see here the recordings here. I guess earliest recording of this and storage capacity of 6 days only. So I thought I should upgrade to the UNVR instead of the UNVR Pro, because that's the only benefit I see. I don't want to utilize for, if I want to upgrade, I can just get the other hard drives also, and I will utilize the RAID configurations. If I want to use RAID 1 or RAID 5, I will put. So difference in RAID 1 and RAID 5, you get 50% storage in RAID 1. If you're using two 1 TB drives, you will get only storage of 50%, as the other drive will be configured as a mirror. So the RAID 1 use a mirror. If I use a RAID 5, like for example, I will use all 4 drives of 1 TB, so it will give me the storage of 3 TB, like n-1, so 3 TB. So there I can get more storage. It will be efficient. So if I get more and more cameras and I set the event on the continuous recording, I will upgrade the hard disk to more slots, because I have 3 slots available. So now, without wasting any time, let's configure the UNVR. As you can see, it gets a IP of 192.160.30.161. You can set up the UNVR through your UniFi Network app also. It will show up here because it has Bluetooth connection, so it supports that. So I can go through this IP address on a web browser. It will show you me the UNVR setup page. So you can see here UI is committed to protecting your privacy and security, and you can read that. Now it says setup UNVR 4. So here you can just give the name office UNVR and I click on terms and service and click on next, and it's for personal use. You can use for the business if you want to set up for your client. So I will press next and I will log in with the UI account. So that will be the easiest way. If you don't have a UI account, you can sign in with this local account. So I have to put the 2FA code for that. Press next. So I will just keep as it is default. So right now it's asked me the options. Select a preferred storage policy. Right now I have a redundancy. Select a redundant level. So you can check here. Your preferred storage policy controls how many disks are excluded from the total storage space to provide data redundancy. Right now, see it one disk or half of disk. So right now a single disk will be used for data redundancy in RAID 1 or RAID 5 configuration. Half of disk will be used for data redundancy in RAID 10 configuration. So I will just use one disk, and the hot spare option is useful. Like if any of your hard drive fail, you can just pull out those hard drive and pull the new drive. So it will keep the recording in the storage. You don't need to turn off the UNVR, turn on again and do that process. So enabling hot spare will decrease the number of available drives by 1. If a disk fail, the hot spare will automatically replace it without requiring a physical swap. So yeah, so I will uncheck the hot spare and I will enable this, and yeah, that's it. And automatic updates daily at 3 AM, I will finish that. So it will set up my UNVR devices. Once it is set up, I will show you the migration process of the UniFi Protect from the Cloud Key Gen 2 Plus to the UNVR. So right now my UniFi Protect is running quite older version, so I have to go ahead and upgrade the UNVR. So as you can see here, it's quite older firmware version. So what I will do, I will do the updates, so I can show you from where you can update. Let me check the updates. So let me log in first. So I have to put the 2FA also. So now Protect is saying offline. So what I will do, I will just go ahead and update the UNVR, and then later on I will show you the process of migration. So right now it's on very older firmware version, as you can see 1.4.9, and you can check the CPU utilization, the memory usage here. Before doing an update, let me show you the settings and the config of the old UNVR interface. So I went to the settings general, and here is the NVR details, device name, the IP address, MAC address, and the owner name. And here you will see the device performance like the CPU load, CPU temperature, and the memory RAM. And you can see the processor, ARM 64-bit 4-core processor, and the memory, and the storage and capacity. You can check the storage and the utilization level. And here you can see the you can configure your network. Right now it's set to the DHCP, but you can set to static and put the IP address of that. So I was checking how to update. So into the journal settings journal, we have seen all the journal config and settings of the UNVR specs. And now here on the updates, you will see right now it's saying update to version 2.5.11, and here also it says update available. So I will just go ahead and update. So I've run the update and I have allowed the changes here to update. So it's updating the Protect application on the UniFi UNVR. Once I think I have to update the UNVR first, and then I can update to the Protect application. So it is updating the consoles, UNVR consoles first. Before doing an update, let me show you the settings and the config of the old UNVR interface. So I went to the settings general, and here is the NVR details, device name, the IP address, MAC address, and the owner name. And here you will see the device performance like the CPU load, CPU temperature, and the memory RAM. And you can see the processor, ARM 64-bit 4-core processor, and the memory, and the storage and capacity. You can check the storage and the utilization level. And here you can see the you can configure your network. Right now it's set to the DHCP, but you can set to static and put the IP address of that. So I was checking how to update. So into the journal settings journal, we have seen all the journal config and settings of the UNVR specs. And now here on the updates, you will see right now it's saying update to version 2.5.11, and here also it says update available. So I will just go ahead and update. So I've run the update and I have allowed the changes here to update. So it's updating the Protect application on the UniFi UNVR. Once I think I have to update the UNVR first, and then I can update to the Protect application. So it is updating the consoles, UNVR consoles first. So I have updated from version 2.4.19. So now it's updated to 2.5.11, and it's still on older version. So it is saying update available. So I will just go ahead and update. Before update, I can go to the system and see how does it change from the previous setting. Previously it was just a black background and a black theme. Now it showing up the white theme, and you can see all the configs like that. Now it shows all those configurations and everything, like for storage, and previously it was showing like that. So you can see, and here you can check about the consoles, about the CPU load level and everything. So now I will go ahead and update to 3.0.16 from 2.5.11. So I have updated the UNVR to version 3.1.16. So from version 3.1.16, they have brought the options to access and use the UniFi access. You can manage the UniFi access also on the UNVR. So on the previous version, it was only the Protect, and after 3.2.15 they brought UID, and then after that from version 3.1.16 they brought UniFi access. So I will have to update to other firmware version. So as you can see here, from this version it is going to 4.0.18, and the latest is I think 4.0.21. Yeah, let's go ahead and update, and I will come back after an update. So you have seen that I have updated the NVR from the older version. When I booted for the very first time, it was running on quite older firmware, version 1.8 something, and the UniFi OS is 1.14.9. So I have done a step upgrade from that version, and right now I'm on the early access version of UniFi OS on 4.1.5 and the UniFi Protect on 5.0.50. And under the storage you will see it shows the options to sync storage. I'm using the basic protection. Here you can see it is initializing the disk storage disk. So HDD1, HDD2 and HDD3 I have used and as a basic protection, so it will give me the storage. So for the basic protection you can check here, a single drive is used for redundancy. Please note that 2 are required for RAID 1 configuration and 3 for RAID 5. So I'm using 2 disks for RAID 1 configuration, so it use that option. And if I'm to use hot spare, so it will reserve 1 drive for emergency use. Whenever your 1 drive fails, the NVR will automatically transfer data onto the reserve disk. So you need that option. So right now the time remaining to sync is 3 hours 51 minutes. So what I will do, I will just go to the UniFi devices, and right now you see the cameras here says click to learn more. So there is an option method given here. I can use to I can use the UniFi Protect app on my phone to reassign on this console, and there is also other method you can reset to adopt. And when I try to do a site migration, I'm not getting it working because I was trying to migrate the file, download the file from here on the Protect on the Cloud Key Gen 2 Plus, and then trying to upload that file here. It is not allowing me to upload that under the system, and I can't import that file. So that method is not working. So what I will do, I will just go ahead and I will open up my UniFi Protect app on my phone, and then I will reassign this console and will get back to you. So you have seen that I have power on the UNVR, as well as I have connected and mounted it on a rack, and I've just opened my UniFi app, and you can see the NVR is showing up as to adopt, like as you can see here. So what I'll do, I will just show you the setup process, and then I will migrate it from the Cloud Key Gen 2 Plus to the UNVR, and I will show you each and every process of that. I've reassigned the cameras to the UNVR console through the UniFi Protect app, because I can't do the migration using that backup file for the Protect from the Cloud Key Gen 2 Plus. So I have to do that method. So after doing that, all of the cameras came back online. Only one of the cameras says click to reconnect. So I have to be, this camera is on the other sides. So I have to be on that same Wi-Fi network. So I can reconnect and reassign to the UNVR. So now you can see all the cameras are successfully added, and under the dashboard you will see right now it shows the storage of this 1.95 TB because it is not synced yet, but it will sync after 3 to 4 hours. As you can see, I can manage the storage in control plane, and here you will see right now the disk is initializing and it will take some time. So you have seen that I have unboxed the NVR, as well as I have mounted it for the very first time, and I have shown you how you can put the hard disk on that hard drive base and how you can use the RAID, because it automatically detect the RAID configuration. It does not allow you to configure either on RAID 5 or RAID 1 depending on needs. As soon as you insert the disk on the hard disk slot, it will either give you an option if you want to choose the basic protection or high level protection. Right now you see here the storage protections. It gives us basic protection, higher protection, as well as the hot spare. So right now I'm using the basics protection, where a single device is used for the data redundancy, and it required 2 RAID 1 configuration for RAID 3. So I'm not using the high protection. Even the hot spare available when you use all the disk, and it will be automatically if any time your disk got failed, it automatically store the data to the hot spare disk without any manual intervention, without any disk you want to remove from the slot. So that's option is used and it require more disk. So you have seen that the update process, as the UNVR was on quite old version, so I have to do the step upgrade from each version and show how you can utilize the storage options, the format process and everything. But right now on the latest version, the storage options and everything is brought under the settings and the control plane. So where you can, from that one place, you can check for the updates, check for backup, check for storage, check for consoles, and even you can set the push notifications from here. So, and under the recording manager, you can set the recording, manage the recording, which cameras you want to set for the motion events and all the alerts. Right now you see there are no overlay information showing on the cameras, so I've applied the changes on each camera. So you select all the cameras, and under the overlay option you can set the overlay option, camera name, logo and the time. So this is how you can set it. And I have used the recording mode as continuous, because right now I have a higher storage, and on the previous cloud key I have just 1 TB, so I can't have that much storage capacity, and the earliest recording was also quite low. So this is quite a good upgrade from the cloud key Gen 2 Plus to the dedicated UniFi NVR. So I hope you will like this video, and if you have any questions you can comment down, and please make sure to subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video. Bye.